Hey guys, Menchi here. Today I'm going to show you a track. I decided to make something like a copy of the tracks by Zerb. By the way, it's a Brazilian producer, really cool producer. You know the track Mwaki. It was something like a big hit in the previous year, but now Zerb has a collaboration with the Chainsmokers. Yes, really big collaboration. A track called Addicted. And I decided to use this course, by the way, to make my version of the track. I'll leave the link in the description. Maybe if you didn't hear this track, anyway, you can listen to it. So feel free to check links in my description, because there are a lot of links. Something like I leave the link to this project. Maybe you want to make something like that, something like Afro house, maybe something like a Zerb. Also feel free to check all these links. Let's listen to the track I made. By the way, I decided to use these vocals from Splice. By the way, the same pack as Zerb use. The track called Mwaki, and yes, I guess this sample also called Mwaki. By the way, I use the stem called Mbali. Yeah, and you can also listen to these vocals, and maybe it sounds a bit familiar. Yeah, so let's listen to this track and I'll explain what I use in this track.
Don't be a fool, I don't want you. I have my own man, I don't want you. Don't be a fool, I don't want you. I have my own lover, I don't want you. I don't want you. I have my own man, I don't want you. Don't be a fool, I don't want you. I have my own lover, I don't want you.
So the track sounds like that. Anyway, feel free to comment, to leave a comment in the comment section. Maybe you want to add something in this track, you maybe like it or you don't like it. Feel free to leave a comment. So let me explain my logic, how I made this track. I used the chords from the track called Addicted by Zerb The Chainsmokers, but I decided to make an arrangement like in the track Mwaki, because this track called Addicted sounds a bit commercial, something like radio friendly. It's something like in 2 minutes and a half, but this track, by the way, I made a cut here because I wanted to make it a bit shorter. And the length is 3 minutes and 8 seconds, something like that. So I decided to make the second breakdown more longer, not like an Addicted track. And that's why I made this this breakdown longer. So let me explain what I use in this track. This track is a sidechain switcher, something like in the breakdown we don't have sidechain, in the drop we have sidechain on some channels. We have a kick, we have a clap. By the way, there are a lot of Afro house tracks that don't have any claps, because it's something like a feature of the style of this genre, but in the Zerb tracks the clap exists. I don't know why, but it sounds not so bad, I think. But the most of Afro house tracks don't have these claps. Anyway, I decided to use it. So we have a shaker, we have some percussions. By the way, I like to use these grooves. I downloaded on Splice, by the way. If you want to make Afro house track, the most of packs sounds not Afro house, sounds something like Amapiano. I don't know why, but there are a lot of these drums in Amapiano packs. If you want to make something like that, try to find Amapiano packs. And the full rhythm section sounds like that. Also we have a snap in the breakdown. I also don't hear snaps in the Afro house, the most Afro house tracks, but here in the Zerb track we can hear it. Anyway, I wanted to add it too. We have the sub bass. Also we have mid bass. And we have these plug, something like a plug synth or something. I really like how it sounds in the Zerb track. I decided to make it by my own, by the way. I just use default preset in Serum and decided to make more filter here and more envelopes. It sounds like I don't know, maybe not so big, but maybe with a small attack like this. By the way, I decided to cut attack here, but we have just this oscillator. There may be some FXs here, and I decided to use noise separately. This preset I wanted to remake this preset, but it sounds a bit thinner. I don't like it. Anyway, we have this plug synth, and I like it. So we have actually these chords in the breakdown. And I decided to use these high notes. By the way, it's a copy of the chords like in the track Addicted. And I used these high notes to make this melody, something like that, but I decided to make it a bit smaller, something like that. Yeah, and we have something like a cycle here, and here we have melody, maybe, I don't know, full melody. And I decided to make something like automation for cutoff and for delay and reverb here. So I think it sounds cool. We have some variation of this sound. Also we have another additional layer of this plug. Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure if Zerb made something like that, but I decided to make it. Why not? And we have something like automation, full automation of these parameters in the breakdown. Yeah, I decided to make something like that. And also we have additional layer from the beginning of the second part or second drop. Yeah, also we have these chords. I decided to make something like an automation of a filter. And I decided to add additional layer. I'm not sure what kind of synth Zerb used, because I didn't watch any of tutorials how to make a Zerb sound and stuff like that, because I wanted to make it by my own. I really like to try and to find some presets, some sounds in my library, because I don't like to watch tutorials actually, because I like to make sounds by my own, maybe find sounds, find similar sounds to make a sound like in the original track. Of course, it's not 100% copy, but anyway, I like to do that. I think it helps to grow your skills, something like that. Also we have something like a bass or synth. It's something like supporting for the chords. Also we have this bass. And we have piano. When I'm producing my tracks in the Afro house style, because I have a lot of custom orders in this genre, I really like to use grand piano, and it sounds cooler maybe in the Afro house tracks, because really bright piano doesn't sound cool, I think. So we have in the breakdown these chords. something like that. And also we have additional arpeggio kind of sound. And there are a lot of this type of sounds in the Afro house, and I really like how it sounds. Also we have here something like a swell or something, because I heard this feature in the original track by Zerb. Yeah, atmosphere FX, but sounds really cool. I decided to use something similar. Also we have this noise, something like a vinyl noise. It sounds really cool with these chords because it sounds a bit authentic, or maybe more vintage. Yeah, something like that. We have FX section. Let me show you. It's something like that. It's reverse crash, ordinary crash. We have sweeper. Also we have this down lifter. We have this down lifter. And of course we have these built-up snares. And of course we have vocals.
Don't be a fool, I don't want you.
I decided to make -2 semitones because we have these chords here in the Chainsmokers track in F minor, and I decided why and this decided to make these vocals also in F minor, but I could make these sounds, chords, any synths, basses, etc. To make in a G minor, but I decided to pitch the vocals. I think sounds cool. So what do you think, guys? Feel free to comment. Maybe you want to add something in this track. Any comment will help me to grow also on YouTube, and your like also help me. So Mensch was here. Bye bye, guys.